Hello, friends from the comic book and manga world. My name is G, and I'm here to talk about the July 15th, 2024 FOC. I work for Penguin Random House, so the titles that you'll see today are those that we can sell around the world. And aside from this YouTube channel, we're also on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter X at PRH International Comics, where you'll find our updates and posts on there. I'm struggling today, but I'm getting through. So definitely check us out on those platforms and comment down below on what you'll be picking up this week. And we'll go ahead and get started with my picks for the week. And first up, I did mention this before. I'm just very, very excited for it because the art looks beautiful in this, and the story itself is about Zelda, who's this aspiring artist. I should mention the title. This is Godzilla Monster Island Summer Camp. It's about Zelda who attends the summer camp. She's expecting like an artist retreat, but management has changed at the camp, and the easels and the tools that are needed for an artist are replaced by these like like weights, like sort of like how do I explain, like extreme sports uh nightmare, to say the least. And determined to salvage her summer, she decides to escape to like a different part of the island, but ends up like in this portal to this fantasy world. She meets this like baby kaiju and discovers the beauties of these legendary monsters that and creatures that she had always considered. I mean, how can you not? And there are great evils that are stirring, and Zelda is at in this position where she's trying her best to protect their home, and she has to do it, or else the kaiju will unleash their wrath on the world. And so this is the pressures that she's going through. So yes, so this is written by Rosie Knight, and it goes on sale on August 20th. And then I picked this manga title for what I'm particularly interested in, Otonari Complex. This is about Akira and Makoto, who are childhood friends and our neighbors. So Akira is considered handsome as a girl, and Makoto is pretty for a boy. And so their gender presentation is often confused. And so they try to untangle their like complex feelings about themselves and each other, and they find out that their friends are crushing on them too. So it gets a bit complicated with this story. It's just about characters who are just working through their feelings and working through what it means to be in love and their identity as well. And so very much intrigued by the story. It's something that's totally up my alley. So had to pick this. And then as for my cover picks for this week, I picked Spider Society issue number 1. This is the Baldari window shades variant. And then we have Gwen and Spider-Man, Peter Parker, Miles, and like Spider-Punk and Aranya, all sort of like they kind of look like mannequins in the window, but cooler. And I just thought it was a great variant that Baudari did, and really love the colors on this. I think it's got to be one of my favorite window shades that came out, window shade variants that came out. And then next up, we have Vengeance of the Moon Knight issue number 8. This is art by Salvador Larroca. This is the Coca-Cola variant. So you may have seen this global campaign, whether it's on TV or online, and it's basically these commercials that came out. And in the commercials, if you've seen them, it's set in the comic book shop, and action figures and statues are in the background. These figures come to life, and they're on the mission to open a fresh bottle of Coca-Cola beverage to give to the patrons or the workers at the store. And so inspired by that commercial, we have a number of variants in this program and in this campaign. And this is one of them. And one of my favorites, I love how we have Blade, like an action figure of Blade, who's animated in the back above the vending machine. And if you look really closely, he's giving a thumbs up. Because the kids have successfully, or the teens, have successfully picked up some comics and a bottle of Coca-Cola. So, yes, really cool cover. And then next up, we have from the world of minor threats. This is Barfly issue number 2. So again, this is spinning out of minor threats, as the title implies. And this is about, like, it centers on this loser humanoid mutant fly who's this like lifelong minion who lives to serve his criminal master. But like, what happens to a henchman when he no longer has anyone left to like hench for? And so it's a very heartwarming, feel good, coming of age story about this like insect monster searching for his identity amongst the criminal underworld. I highly recommend picking it up. I had to choose this cover. I just think it's very amusing that like you have this like strip tape traps, and clearly he is stuck to one, unfortunately. So very clever art cover design. And then next up, we have like a new series that is called You Never Heard of Me, about a family, including one boy who has inherited the magical gift of foresight, and he's struggling to find his place in the world because of that. So that character, his name is Will, he has this ability to like when he touches someone, he can see the best and worst moments of their life, be it in the past or the future. And it also means trying to, because of this ability, he has the means to try to change things for the better. And so powers like these can often feel like a curse, especially when the main character is a teenager who has like enough problems as it is as a teenager. So he has these like intimate thoughts and knowledge of people. Not really thoughts, it's just knowledge. He just be able to see that. And he can see their darkest secrets, their fears, their aspirations, and such. And he's overwhelmed by the choices and possibilities. Like, where does he go on from here? Knowing this information, can he make a difference in their lives? When every choice matters, how do you bear with the consequences that may come for that, the problems that may arise? Especially if these are like big deal problems and challenges that he's dealing with, that is often something that like a teenager shouldn't really be worrying about because they're so young, but it's something that he has to deal with. And so this is that story. I was drawn in by the premise, but also by this cover and wondering why there's a goose on it. I love the bow tie, and I think the goose is dressed in overalls. Yeah, so really cool story. Just really excited for this title to come out and had to talk about it. And so that concludes the news and my picks for this week. As always, thank you for joining us. And again, I'll link down below our social media channels at PRH International Comics. And feel free to comment down below on what you're looking forward to for this week. And we'll see you next time. That's it for today. Bye, everyone.